So back in Labor Day 2002, I was up here backpacking with some of these same people, and we were using the Bear canister, the only one you could get that time in the market. It was called Backpacker's Cash, also the Garcia. It was heavy, it was hard to use, and so I thought I could do better. So this was the first attempt. It was supposed to be a beautiful forest green, but in order to save money, this was made in the Sparklets factory that made those big 5-gallon Sparklets bottles. So in order to save money for the prototypes, we didn't tint it. That's why it looks like a Sparklets bottle. And we were afraid that the bears and the rangers were afraid the bears would be driven to distraction knowing the food was in there. But their smell told them the food was in there anyway. And so it turned out all the new bears that had never seen it, the cubs of that year and the next year, and the bears that have the grown bears that had never seen this, they all attack it, and then when they learn they can't get into it, they move on. So this ended up being one of the most popular features, and it was entirely inadvertent. It was supposed to be a lovely forest green. And then this was the first lid, and very helpful arrow there telling you where the portion was that you were supposed to press with your fingernail to get past the lock on the housing. And there was a bear on the East Coast, the High Peaks area in the Adirondack State Park, called Yellow Yellow. You can Google it. Yellow Yellow Adirondack State Park. And she learned how to open this. She would take her incisor tooth and press exactly where the owner is supposed to press to unlock it. And she would hit it. We saw when she eventually perfected her technique, there would be one little hole that looked like a bullet hole where her incisor tooth went in, and she would unscrew it as quickly as any person could. So when that happened, we thought that maybe she was cueing off the decal. So we made a round decal to fool her, and when we added another bump, so now there were 2 bumps, thinking, aha, that's going to fool Yellow Yellow. Well, we get it out there in the very first summer in her area, in the High Peaks area, in the Adirondack State Park. We get the failures back, boom, one incisor hits, boom, another incisor hits, and she unscrewed it. So she had totally figured out how to do it. And subsequently, she passed it on to at least one of her cubs. So it was about 5 years of evolution. This is about the 3rd or 4th lid that we had. But people love the transparency, they love the size, they love the lightweight, and that's what backpackers are all about. Ease of use, ease of access. You can see your stuff, so you know where to reach, and it's probably got about 80% of the market in bear canisters. So there you go.
Thank you very much.